I'm literally just watching these birds, and it's first thing in the morning, and instantly they're already flying over to blades of grass, picking up what they need to pick up, and they're flying off with it, and then they're flying back down. And I was just thinking how human beings are constantly striving and searching for purpose, but yet a bird just wakes up and knows exactly what to do. Bees, all other animals, it's almost like they just know what to do. And us as human beings just completely overcomplicate it consistently all of our lives. Hey Ringsy, good big guy. Where you been? Huh? Where you been? Oh, my dog's getting into his teenage years now, so he's too cool for a cuddle now. Too cool for a cuddle. Oh. We are just waking up with coffee, watching the birds. I should probably put some pants on. Good morning. In fact, we'll leave you with this beautiful view a second while I actually put some pants on. They're all coming into land. No, I disagree. They definitely do, man. They definitely do. It's funny that, because I recently ran with the Vedic chart, and that came out with an extremely good answer, which was all about taking off the dusty old books of ancient wisdom and rewriting them in neon lights for the future. Ben, good morning, mate. How are you, buddy? Yeah. If you've responded on Instagram, Ben, I haven't been on yet, mate. I don't go on there for a few hours in the morning. I avoid that like the plague. As you can see, my following on there is from a TV show, so it's quite a substantial fucking following. And some of the shit in my requests, I haven't got the energy to look at it first thing in the morning. It can melt the mind. How are we today? Let's back down here. Nah, bro. All good. All good. That's what I say on all of these things, Ben. I'm all about building a solid community of people. Like, again, not a fucking guru. Not trying to do that. I am. I would rather have a following of 100 people who we all have the same fucking goal and we all have the same mindset and we're all trying to build the same thing in this world, right? Rather than have millions of fucking people following blindly like sheep. I don't want that. That's not what I want. I want people, you know, I'm 40 in 4 years. I'm 40 years old, which blows my mind, okay? 40 in 4 years blows my mind. But 40 years old, I'm gonna, come on, yes. That's not ego, man, that's pride, okay? There's a big difference between ego and pride. Your ego will get you in fucking trouble. Being proud of yourself for accomplishing something. Yeah, Ben, we're going to get you on that, mate, straight away. The second this live's over, I'll be straight on and I'm going to send you some stuff. I want you to take a look at it. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, no, we will. We'll get on that straight away. What? Remind me why you lost it in the first place. There's about 7 dogs that live where I live. And I'm at a point now that I know every single one of them by their own individual unique bark. I can hear a dog barking and I don't know what fucking... Okay, and is that finished, Ben? Is that done? Okay. I feel you, bro. I've been there. Not with the legal suit, but with the homelessness. I've been there 3 times. 3 times. 4, but I don't class 4 as homeless because I had my 4x4 to live in at the time. Okay. And what part of that have you managed to rebuild so far, bro? Are you like, I'm guessing, obviously, you're doing a lot better because we're sat here on here. I mean, circumstantially. One thing I love about Indonesian dogs is it's almost like an agreement. That's the biggest thing about it, is an agreement. So we got my guy here. Okay, this is my little Anjing, and he will literally sit. He will sit and just... Alright. Don't, do you know what, bro? Don't put it in here. Don't put it in here. We'll have this chat 1-to-1, okay? Don't be typing too much stuff on the internet. This is the first time attempting the live on, yeah, good lad. This is the first time attempting a live on a Saturday morning. One more, Ben, one more. Yeah, good lad. Usman, no sir, we are in Indonesia. Not too far off though, not too far off. About 4 hours on a flight, 3 hours on a flight. Elliot, good morning, sir. His and hers, hello. Let me bring you up a little second. Let's have a look. Monkey, pussycat. Trying to listen, my brain works in way too many ways for you to put emojis like this, because emojis like that, I just deciphered 17 different messages from that. Where we are in Indonesia, sir. We are in my garden. We are just in my garden. Hey, what are you digging at? Fucking dog's digging down there. Anjing. What's got? We're just waking up. We're literally just waking up with coffee. What charges did you run from? What about charges, you sausage? What's that? Death coconut and sunglasses. Patrick, I know, mate. I know. Look at all this free space. All this free space we have ready to go. All this ready to go. Jennifer, good morning. Good morning. Oh yeah, it's because I've got I had my finger over the microphone. Is that better? That better? We good? Yeah. I was thinking today, people in this chat are probably so different from one another, worlds apart, and would never likely meet in real life. Yet here, brought together around you, quite incredible. Some of it is quite incredible, yeah. Some of it is insanely amazing. Like, there's so many people that come in here and we have incredible conversations. But then we also get people like this fucking guy. You know, and it's, you just gotta take the rough with the smooth with this, haven't you? You know, like the random questions, random, still living at mum's house, still fucking picking dust out the belly button and then typing on a keyboard kind of thing. Okay, are you in Oz? No, we're in Indonesia, my friend. Indonesia. Jennifer, love your comment, Elliot. Elliot's a good guy. Valuable contributor to these morning lives. Hi from Middlesbrough, England. Hey, Jimmy. Good, well, to you, it is middle of the night. 11? No, it's got to be just past 11. It's got to be coming on midnight now, isn't it? Oh, strange comment. Stockton. Hey, Sean. Buster. Hello, mate. Asmati. Hello. You look like a military veteran. Don't know what the fuck Bigo is. Sulphur Boy. Used to live in Lower Broughton, Whit Lane. Are you a veteran? I was in the Royal Engineers straight from school, sir. Paddy, have I cut your hair? No, mate, not cut hair in a little while now. What a strange one. God will forgive you, who's willing to made and turn it into something awesome. Yeah, I don't need God forgiveness. Thank you, though. Big move to start again, but fair play to you. Sounds so peaceful. Yeah, that's quite literally it. That is quite literally it, mate. It is. It's always a big move to start again. But I'm not really afraid of it, mate. I've moved 36 times since I was 15. Since I joined the army, I've moved 36 times. Different places, different reasons. Opportunities, relationships, failed relationships, and then you move out. You know, it's just a continuous story. Okay, let's have a go. Let's have a look. Some weirdos in here. Oh, mate, honestly, we get them. In fact, where is? Okay, where is? Let me just find this. Give me a second. There we go. Building the trust. Okay, it's my birthday today. Shout out. I mean, no, I could just say happy birthday. So you missed the naffy on home leave. Mate, fucking, I remember, this is how long ago it was that I joined the military, is when I went to the naffy, I couldn't buy cigarettes because the legal age went from 16 to 18 as I joined the army. So, it blew my fucking mind. I can hold an SA-80 rifle, okay? I can run up a field with an LSW. I can do all of these things, but yet I can't buy cigarettes in the local naffy. Absolutely insane, crazy. Scotland Dundee, hello. Jesse, hello, good morning. Nothing going on, we're just having coffee and conversation like we do every single morning. This is how we start the day. And on that note, we actually need more coffee. Hey, all the friggin' dogs, calm yourselves. Calm yourselves. Not now. Not now. This is years ago. It's actually my birthday. Happy birthday, bro. Not living in the UK. No, Paddy. We're out in Indonesia now, mate. First time, brother. Where are you? Oh, bro, it's been a long time since I was in the military. I joined at 15. I was medically discharged at 18. So it's a very, very long time ago, mate. But then I did everything from the side. We did close protection out in Croatia. We just ran what we could because it was actually fucking devastating for me at the time. Like, all I ever wanted as a young kid was to join the military. And then we did the whole Beavers, Cubs, Scouts, Cadets, everything that I could possibly do to live that life. And then, yeah, I've got a curve in my spine. So, like, my actual body is quite offset. So if I stand normal, okay. If I relax, everything doesn't matter. But it's alright, it's workaroundable. Chris Hemsworth's evil twin, I like that. We can save that one. I'm new here. Would you like hello? Are you married? No. What kind of coffee we're drinking? Turkish? No. Indonesian. Good morning. Do the police like you? They've got no reason not to. Have you ever beat a wild animal? Why would I do that? No, I spoke about joining the military since I was 5. Got there and they said, only use me for a cook. Well, cooks are important, mate. Living in the sea, bald, it's not bald today. Okay. Are you for or against drugs? Depends what you call drugs. Oh, bro. Dog situation is completely fucked. We are in the process of locating them, mate. It's been a bit fucking... I'm not going to go into that on here, mate. It's, yeah, that one's a very sore, sensitive, not okay. Someone... it's crazy. Do you follow any religion or belief system? So I like to call it connection, not religion, plain and simply, because I believe religion usually comes with consequence, and that to me is too much of a system. For example, when you're in school, it's obey or fail. When you're an adult, it's obey or jail. When you are part of a religion, it's obey or hell. Everything's this obedience, it's this control. So for me personally, I have connection more so to Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism. But personally, what I actually do is I follow a devotion now to Hanuman. And that is exactly what I have here. And if you told me 10 years ago this is where I'd be at, it would be a crazy one. Tell us about TRT 250 milligram. If you're running TRT at 250 milligram, that's not TRT, mate. That's a super physiological dose. You'll only get away with that for so long. You need to be half in that if you're running TRT. Oh, you are just fucking irritating right now. There we go. All you need is Jesus and a Bible, friend. I'm going to disagree with that. I think we need a lot more than that in this life, but whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. I was an atheist. I thought Buddha was right. Jesus saved me, and I want you to know I felt the same way. Jesus didn't save you, you saved you. TRT is testosterone replacement therapy. Do you have many people around over there? Yeah, hell of a lot of people out here, but I don't think many people on this realise you were on maths. Well, I don't associate with maths anymore. Stop promoting your religion. I'd never promote my religion on here. It's like literally, it's like Mormon. Anyone who has to force a religion down my throat, it's like, yeah, all right. Do you believe in reincarnation? Let me get to that one. Personally, a church just put me down even more. Yeah, we all have our personal journeys. Reincarnation, I believe that we are all energy. I believe that we are all a collective, we are all a collective consciousness experiencing life as individual organisms. I believe that when we die, that we are released back into the world as energy. I don't necessarily have a strong belief on what that looks like, but I do believe, like, when you're born, you know, we say, oh, you were brought into the world. And it's like, well, you weren't brought into the world because on a biological, molecular level, you were always here in the world. Therefore, you came out of the world. Therefore, you've always been here. So when you die, you don't just fly off out to space, do you? Like, you're still here. Like, your energy, your soul, whatever you want to call it, is still around. So what that goes into and what that serves next, that's my belief system. Healthy DMT experience. Yeah, we won't go into this. Where do I get my morals from? Serious question. Okay. Crimson Blades. Good morning, mate. There's that. Where your morals from? Oh, to be honest with you, I was raised by my mum, and my mum instilled a lot of goodness into me. I've always had a belief system of being strong enough to protect, but weak enough to respect, okay? To be able to build enough strength in this life that you can protect those who cannot protect themselves, and also have enough weakness in this life to be able to understand, to be able to empathize, to be able to sit in a conversation with somebody who is struggling and help them in a different light. But morally, like I say, I call it connection, I don't call it religion, and I get that from Hanuman. Ever seen that movie, Hugh Grant, Central Court? Yeah, religion is just a system of control, implying that, yeah, religion is a tool for the weak to control the strong. Faith can be a tool of influence rather than truth. 100%. Consciousness is the universe experiencing itself. On the money. Do you juice? No, I run 125 to 150. You can't be complete with it. Of testosterone and anthe on a weekly basis. Entering, disappear. Morals come from life experience. Yeah, I would say so. Oh, that's goodness. Back. From Turkey, hello. Thoughts emerge from networks of neurons sending electrical and chemical signals, forming patterns that create conscious ideas. Okay, so they emerge from networks of neurons sending electrical and chemical signals. Where does that initial energy come from? Are you doing any MMA out here? Yes, mate. I'm sparring 3 times a week at the minute. I've taken a bit of time off jiu-jitsu and working on my stand-up, so I'm doing a lot more Thai boxing at the minute, and then I'll go back to jiu-jitsu. My jiu-jitsu is tight. My jiu-jitsu game is tight enough for MMA now. Doesn't mean that it doesn't need conditioning. It still needs conditioning, but yeah, just working on my stand-up a little bit more. Fucking coffee's gonna be cold. Guys, let's you're not going to, because again, going back to morals and however you were treated as a child. But if you're going to ask questions, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. That's why we run these lives for 45 minutes in the morning, to actually have these conversations. If you are going to sit there and spout useless shit and out your insecurities on the internet, just maybe don't. You know, maybe have a conscious thought. Is empathy a weakness? No, not at all. Did you get tricked into getting there, Jack? No, absolutely not. No. I am free of any of those. We didn't come into the world, we came out of it. We are the universe expressing itself by briefly arranging atoms together. That's us. Yeah, I agree with parts of that. Do you tren or test or supplements to enhance your muscles? Testosterone 125 milligrams. So I just run my system as my body would have done when I was 25. I do not run on a super physiological level. What evidence do you have of reincarnation? See, if you had evidence of anything, then it wouldn't be called faith, would it? Faith implies that it's not real, because otherwise it wouldn't be faith, because you wouldn't need to believe in it, because you would have already seen it, no? Brainwave for the morning, kids. Manchester originally. Did you used to be in the thug life? In and out of it in my younger years, I'd say. Tomorrow is the best day. So make a difference. Today is the best day because it's the one where you can make a difference. Tomorrow never comes. Elliot, my boy, he's on it. Jimmy, ever been to a chiropractor? I have. Analyzed and smell certain fused. Only vodka works as a painkiller. Hey Jimmy, is it only vodka works as a painkiller, or have you just chose vodka as the desired? That's like me saying only smoking something works for the ADHD. There is no proof that those brain processes generate thought, though. No, there's literally not. No, I love those kind of those moments of, you know, like, where does a thought come from? Well, it's just there. So Rick Rubin, I don't know if you guys have read his book on the creative act, but Rick Rubin put it like this. Have you ever had an idea which has come to you, you've done nothing with the idea, and then 6 months down the line, you see your idea on like a shop shelf or in a shop window or something like that, and you see it and you're like, fucking hell, I had that idea. It was never your idea. It was the idea's time to be brought to life. The idea was sent to you and you either did nothing with it or couldn't do anything about it at that time. Therefore, the idea was passed on to somebody else who could do something with the idea, and then the idea was brought to life. How do you think we got to AI? How do you think that we got to this technology? It's the same argument of, was AI created or discovered? Because on a fundamental level, it's always been here. So how could it possibly have been created? It's only been discovered. Fire wasn't invented, was it? You couldn't invent fire. Fire was discovered. Electricity was discovered. The way that we run everything in this world was a discovery. It's always been here. And it just comes down to how intelligent we are as a species as to whether we're going to be able to receive, understand, adapt, and integrate the information that we learn along the way. Whew, that was a rant, wasn't it? Good morning. Metabolism. Anti-woke, the initial energy, right? Okay. So you're still not going on about the thought. You're saying initial energy for a thought. So I'm not going to read the rest of it because even the start of it doesn't work. Peptides, BPC 157, TB 500, only when I have an injury. What's my age? I am 35. I know I look fucked. I'm okay with it. But if you had to give advice, if you had to give yourself the single most important piece of advice, what would it be? Pay your fucking parking tickets. Jesus Christ, man. I used to have fucking bailiffs at my door coming after me because I didn't pay a fucking 30p parking ticket. And I'm like, hey, what's going on there? You owe us £6,000. I'm like, how do I owe you £6,000? I fucking parked my car for 10 minutes and you slapped the ticket on it, and now you're telling me I owe you £6,000. Get the fuck out of my house. Fuck me, this coffee's good. So with this stuff, the Indonesian stuff, okay, you put it straight into the cup like this, right? And it doesn't mix. It doesn't go into the water. Obviously parts of it will. It almost like diffuses in the water. Do you know what's funny? I've got a kettle just there, but I don't like using the kettle. I fucking love boiling water in a pan. I'm trying to take my life a little bit more primal, man. Okay. Let's take this shit back outside. Let's have a look. Coffee, I'm here. Laurie, hello. Sonny, hello. Mr. Make It Hard. Souls don't have a choice to stay. We are created. We don't create ourselves. No, I'm not saying that we create ourselves. I never said that we create ourselves. I said that we come out of the world, not into it. But I also cannot get on board with the fact that there's some dude sat there doing all this, pulling some strings. Like, no, absolutely not. No, this is it's an ecosystem, isn't it? Oh, look at these guys. Good morning. Everybody chilling. See, that's the epitome of my life right there. Boxing gloves, kettlebell. Huge arse garter, dogs, nature, coffee. Oof, absolutely. Alright, let's get to some of these messages. Haters take a day off. Heath Griffiths, it's alright, bro. They just push the stream more. Did you ever go to jail? Nope. Are you happy? I don't search for... Hang on a minute, I'm going to be blocking my thingy. I do not search for happiness anymore. I literally just search for peace. I have happy days. I have sad days, good days, bad days. I'm not interested in happiness now. 63-year-old. Any suggestions? 63 years old, I would say your metabolism slowed down quite dramatically. And I would definitely have a look at what stress and pressure has been putting on your body through food, exercise, water, just the basics, mate. The basics. I could take you through it. Yeah. For any questions like that, mate, I've always got links in the stream's description. Feel free to reach out. What do you think about Hindu gods? Hindu gods for me are the closest thing for me to take teachings from. Okay? Do I believe that these people will walk in the earth? Not necessarily, no. But it's the oldest scripture. You're a good lad, mate. You keep up the work. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. If love is love, what is wrong with marrying? Oh my God. Crimson, come on, bro. I thought you were better than this. You always come with like decent conversation. Now you're alright, mate. What's up?
No, just saying hello.
How you doing?
You up for some barbecue today?
What day are we on? Saturday?
Yeah.
Table tennis and a barbecue. What time are you going to run that?
Tournament.
Little tour. Getting dangerous.
Yeah, about 3 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, if I can be there, then I will be there. Yeah, definitely. I've not got any plans, but at the same time, I do get like random ad hoc client calls.
Yeah.
So if I get a random client call, I will take the call, but I will be here.
Right.
Yeah, sweet.
We're working out,
Yeah, nice. Cool. See you later on, mate. Appreciate the invite. Okay. Table tennis and a barbecue. That's what I'm doing with my Saturday. I fucking love that. Religion gives you a moral code, and if you choose what to believe, then it's not forced. Crimson, I'm struggling with that one, mate. I'm struggling. Reword it for me. You can't know something you believe in. Jesus, exactly. Just scrolling and heard the reincarnation of me, so illusion and nothing ever happened, maybe. So fairy tale, maybe. Jesus Christ is king, okay. Was he ever in jail? Nope. Faith in the air you breathe, but you can't see. I don't need to have faith in the air that I breathe but can't see, because I can feel it going into my lungs and energizing and powering my body. So I don't need to have faith in it. I'm quite literally watching it do what it's doing. I can see my body expanding when I inhale that oxygen. What's your favorite workout? Kettlebells, calisthenics, garters, maces, sandbags. That is it. It's all you need, guys. DNA. Natural instinct. Yes, 100%. Daylight. We are in Indonesia. First time on your channel, my question to yourself. Are you happy you could change anything in your personal life? I think there's always things to be able to change for your mental health. Always. Hey! Absolutely categorically not. He's just walking past you. Yeah, deeper, deeper. Elliot, enjoy it, mate. Fucking, actually, all of the irrelevant bullshit, just get rid of it. Streamline, nothing to do with mushrooms, mate. Absolutely zero to do with mushrooms. It's to do with experience. At what age would you... Okay, I find these questions actually quite important because I feel like there's fucking masses of misinformation out there. At what age would you suggest adding testosterone, keeping levels as one had with 25? I would say if you are 30 years old and above, get your bloods done before you do anything. Do not just start jabbing yourself with random fucking bits of gear that you've found from some guy in the gym. Like, absolutely not. I think that is probably the worst thing that you could do. Do not run off bro science, because that's how I ended up on TRT for life, is because I ran off bro science. Look, I don't regret it. I don't mind, because my whole purpose to myself is to play experimental guinea pig with everything in this existence if I can. And there's not much I haven't done, really. I've ran trend. I've ran a lot of shit, okay, gear wise in the past. So I would say before you start looking into TRT, do the sensible thing first. Get your blood work done. Look at your blood work. Get an actual opinion. Now, you can do private clinics. You don't need to go to your GP or your doctor, or because they will just try and push you the most. Whatever pharmaceutical company's paying them the most money, they will try and push you that product. So I would suggest going independent. You can even get home testing kits now. It's literally prick of blood on the finger, you send it back, they run your bloods, they'll tell you where your testosterone levels are at, where your cholesterol levels are at, your HDL, your LGL, they'll tell you where your cortisol, they'll tell you everything about your lipid file, which is all in front of you. Then you can make an educated decision on whether that's something that you want to do. Don't just run ahead and do it based on some guy on YouTube, okay? Never lay off the shrooms. All right. So go through the speed of light. That's me. Oh, right. Okay. Anti-woke. Yeah. Mate, listen. I am trying to keep up. All right. I am trying to keep up. Eat mushrooms. Knocked out cold. We are sent an idea. What source is sending the idea? Simple question. Yeah. Can't answer that question, mate. I cannot answer that question. This is the other thing as well. I have philosophies, I have spiritual inquiries, I have a lot of, but I don't know the answers, guys. I don't know the answers, nor do you. None of us know the answers. We just have belief systems based upon how our lives have ran so far. You know, I was speaking about this to a friend the other day. I'm like, we could be the same age from the same area, but you could have grown up in a household that doesn't have any fucking money, struggling to keep the bills, struggling to keep the heat in, struggling to put food on the table. And the other guy could have grown up just down the road with completely different circumstances. Just because we're the same age, we'll end up with different belief systems, different perspectives and opinions on this world based upon how we have been treated fairly or unfairly from a young age. Now, as an adult, when we step into that, it's our conscious choice, and it is our responsibility to ourselves and to the people around us to undo some of that conditioning. For example, I grew up in a household which hated money because we didn't have any money. So for me, money was the devil. So all my life, I have been terrible with fucking money. I've been terrible with it because I don't respect it and I don't like it. And I'm like, you know, like, fuck money. Money's the devil. Rich people are twats, you know, like that horrible, shitty, negative mindset. And it wasn't until very, very recently I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine. And I said something, and I said it, and she said, whoa. She said, that's the 5th time you've said that now. And the thing that I said is, I've got no desire to be a millionaire, okay? I just want to be free. And she was like, stop. She said, what the fuck have you just said? She said, you've just said that multiple times since I've known you. Right, but yet you talk about, you know, we drive past some street dogs. You want to build a dog shelter. You want to be able to put some things in the past correct. You want to be able to build homes for the homeless. You want to be able to buy the laundrette that are washing by hand down the road here, you want to be able to buy them a washing machine and give them enough money to power it. You want to put those guys in the wooden hut down there into a nice little home. You want to do all of these things for humanity, but yet you hate money. But guess what you could do if you were a millionaire? And it was like this fucking... First of all, the first thing I felt in that conversation was sadness. Because if I'd had this realization a long time ago, I would have been able to change significantly more lives. And now it's stepping into that new realization. So I'm still practicing right now. I am still rewiring. I'm still rewiring my subconscious to look at all the good in the world I could do if that money was there, you know? For example, I was sat having dinner with a friend the other day, and there's a puppy in there, and I can tell, I see the puppy every day, and I can tell, hang on a minute, something's not quite right. There's a blood parasite or something there. And so I literally just took her up to the vets. You know, she had 23 ticks removed from her body. She had blood parasites, so got her some antibiotics, got her all the relevant medication. Now, I'm not trying to play God, and I'm not telling you this, so I'm a good Samaritan. Nothing to do with that. We've done it hundreds of times on this island. But it's just a simple thing of, okay, well, the more money you had, the more you could do that. In fact, I could employ local people to go and be able to do that. I'd love to run a dog shelter which didn't require donations off people. I'd love to be able to run it where I can just financially afford to, hey, Gil, I can financially afford to be able to just run that stuff myself. And so now my goals have changed. I will sell you on Facebook Marketplace. Hey, give up. Klexa. Winks, are you getting scared off by it? Right, anyway. Hey, no. That'll do. That was a rant and a half, wasn't it? Jesus. Reality. Anyway, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, today's a gift. Kung Fu Panda. Yes, Crimson Blades. How you know about what you're saying? It speaks to the collective unconscious mind. Yeah, listen, I've taken a lot of psychologists, a lot of philosophers, and I've pieced together the bits that I agree with. I've taken some of the bits I don't agree with, and I've sat with them for long periods of time. I think one thing about being out here, one of the best things it gives to you is the ability to sit in your own thoughts alone, truly in your own thoughts. Like, not with music on, not, you know, fucking with distraction, or I've got 15 minutes, then I need to go and do something. No. Truly sit with your thought processes. And then and only then can you actually gauge. I wouldn't be imagined by the individual. So I'm going to come to 6 p.m. Streamline lads, who's wearing a t-shirt in 35 degrees? So, Paddy, absolutely categorically not, sir. And I've been here before. Hello, guys, to all the hellos. Hello. Weren't you on TV? Indeed. Lovely accent, Jesse from Tennessee, USA. Here says hi. Hi, Jess. Cocoa powder. Oh, fucking hell, them comments are still from when I said coffee. Guys, give me a second to catch up. This is a lot. Yeah, but no, man, I actually can't keep up. Elliot, do your job. Bunny Blythe, what kind of clients? I literally work with the mental side of things, the spiritual side of things, and the physical side of things. I take it back to ancestral training methodologies. I take it back to a clean style of living. To be perfectly honest with you, what I do is not that difficult. The one-to-one sessions that we have though, so for example, yesterday, I have a client at the minute who has a constant fear of death. And so we've managed over the last 4 weeks to work that one out. It actually had a lot to do with the SSRIs. So anyway, I'm not going to go into somebody's personal circumstances, but every single client I work with is different. I don't work with the past. I am not a psychologist. I am not a counselor. I am not a therapist. I literally take somebody from where they are to where they want to be. And I don't work with everybody. It is literally by application. How's the shoulder today? Bit better, mate, bit better. Actually managed to get a leg workout in yesterday. It's my latest video. I just uploaded it yesterday. If I'm uploading my semi-long formats, let's call them, I will always try and film it, edit it, and upload it in the same day. No, not Thailand, it's Indonesia. Thought you were healthy and a boxer. Why do you smoke? Because I like a cigarette in the morning. It's not gonna stop. Doesn't really. 2, 3, 4 cigs before midday. Stop smoking around midday, train around 5. Doesn't affect me. I mean, it does. Of course it does. It's terrible for me, but my spirituality looks like black coffee and a cigarette now, mate. I'm past it. I'm past it. I also grew up on Asian martial arts movies, and it turns out that every single one of the grandmasters that you have ever looked, even Bruce Lee used to sit smoking all the time. It's crazy. No, to be perfectly honest with you, it's one of the habits that I've struggled to kick because I started vaping. I started vaping. And then off the back end of that, I was like, this is absolutely fucking terrible for me. Like, surely the chemicals in a vape have got to be at like 10 times fucking worse than a cigarette. So fuck it. Just, and this, yeah, anyway. From Manchester, originally Denise, yes. Do you eat raw fish? No. Flying for the fate. Screens, man. This guy is a sausage. Thanks, Neil. Love you. Elliot, you're shocking at this, mate. What are we on now? 52. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to get through all that. Okay, guys, that is me. I have literally just hit mental fucking fatigue. So, I hope people get them pointed in the right direction. I want to go. Quite literally, yeah. Oh my God, it's going off. Martin, hello, mate. Boop, boop, boop. No, on a serious note, guys, all of you that have contributed, all of you have sat there listening, all of you that have been a part of this little stream and the last 15 minutes of me ranting, I appreciate you all, genuinely I do. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, most of the channel is going to be kettlebell workouts, mace workouts. A lot of the shorts are going to be this beautiful place, a lot of the stuff that I do. If anybody is genuinely serious about progressing in their journey, okay, they've got links in my bio to contact me. We've got the Stone and Spirit community, which is, I've made it cheap as fuck so that everybody can get involved. But that's where we take all the spam, remove it, all the people who actually want to grow, we put them in. Have an amazing day, have an amazing night, and get some shit done.